Hello and welcome to the Channel 1 Newsroom, live from our studios at number 5 Owula Hansen Lane at Tesano. I am Inu Safu. Coming up. Supreme Court sets August 21 to rule on Kojo Oponkoma's suit seeking to halt legal vacation trials.
We are not saying that they should not be tried. What we are saying is that the continued trial of the cases in the legal vacation offends their right to fair representation.
Abandoned bridge over River Tano at Intotroso to be completed by September 2026 after 8 years.
I don't expect them to be here till September. I don't know what you'll be doing here unless you start doing one wheelbarrow a day. That is when you'll be here. But at this speed, end of the year, this section should be done by the end of the year.
President Mahama sets March 2027 deadline for delivery of first 700 units of the Saglemi housing project.
March next year, we'll be able to commission and another 1,000, actually total of 1,500 by end of next year, by December.
Government assures of temporary measures to keep power systems stable following widespread power outage on Thursday.
Engineers working around the clock have improvised a system to supply power from Kosovo. And for some months now, it has largely helped. But because it's a temporal measure, occasionally when there is some frequency disturbance.
In Channel 1 Business. Bank of Ghana rejects lower inflation target push. In Channel 1 Sports. Sports Minister urges football administrators to work towards improving standards of Ghana football. Many thanks for joining us. Let's settle for the details of our stories. The Supreme Court will on Friday, August 21, rule on an application by Ofuasia Yoruba MP Kojo Oponkroma seeking to suspend the conduct of certain High Court trials during the legal vacation. This applicant wants the trial stayed until determination of the substantive case seeking to declare the directive allowing for the trials unconstitutional. There's more in the following reports.
The application was heard on Thursday by Justice Gabriel Scott Pullman, sitting as a single judge after lawyers for both sides concluded their arguments. Kojo Oponkroma, represented by Frank Davis, is seeking an interlocutory injunction pending the determination of a substantive constitutional case challenging a warrant issued by the Chief Justice. The warrant permits the High Court judges to continue with trials during the legal vacation, which runs from August 1 to September 30, 2026. Lawyers for the Ofuasia Yoruba MP argued that the warrant goes beyond the Chief Justice's administrative discretion and is inconsistent with the established practice of courts during the legal vacation, when proceedings generally focus on urgent and non-contentious matters. They contend that the Chief Justice's exercise of discretion must comply with Article 296 of the Constitution. He argued that continuing trials in such circumstances could compromise the rights of accused persons, particularly where they are required to proceed without legal representation. But the Deputy Attorney General, Dr. Justice Shremsai, opposed the application. He argued that the applicant had failed to meet the requirements for an interlocutory injunction including establishing a serious question to be tried, irreparable harm, and that the balance of convenience favors the applicant. The state also rejected a claim that there's an established rule preventing trials during the legal vacation. Justice Gabriel Scott Portman has adjourned the matter to Friday, August 21 for his ruling.
The constitutional rights of the accused persons to a fair trial is being violated by the exercise of the administrative discretion of the Chief Justice, that their trials be conducted in the legal vacation. That is our challenge. We are not saying that they should not be tried. What we are saying is that the continued trial of the cases in the legal vacation offends their right to fair representation and lawyers of their own choice.
Contractors have resumed work on the Lake Road in the Bosomtwe district of the Ashanti region following persistent appeals by residents. The project, which was stalled after a change of government, has seen contractors back to site. Sections of the road was done by the previous administration. The rest of the section leading to Lake Bosomtwe was abandoned, prompting renewed calls by road users for the urgent intervention to fix the road. Channel 1 News' Bureau Chief for the Middle Belt, Hafiz Tijani, reports.
Work on the road stalled on the Abidjan-Nkwanta section after contractors completed the rehabilitation of the Ahinsan to Eputueja stretch, leaving road users with no option but to rely on the deplorable and uncompleted sections. Drivers and other road users have since been compelled to endure difficult traveling conditions, including dust during the dry season and mud during the rainy season. Contractors say work is underway after their resumption to the project site. Road users have lamented the challenges associated with using the abandoned sections of the Lake Road, particularly because the area serves as a major tourist destination in the Ashanti region.
If you look at the main road, they're also reshaping the road and soon it will be asphalted. We know that Bosomtwe, the lake, is a very important tourist center. We did all the way to Abidjan-Nkwanta. The new government is continuing, and I'm very grateful to them.
Work on the Feyasi-Sewua Road has also resumed, with the project currently being asphalted.
The road from Feyasi to Sewua, especially to the regional hospital, and the one from Sewua Junction all the way to the Sewua Township, both are under construction. The one from Feyasi to the hospital has been asphalted, and the other one from the main road, Sewua Junction to Sewua, is also halfway.
Road users want the Lake Road to be completed following the resumption of work.
Government says the abandoned bridge over the river tunnel at Ntotroso will be completed by September 2026, paving the way for the route to be reopened to vehicular traffic after 8 years. Roads and Highways Minister Governs Kwame Agboja says government is also committed to completing other abandoned bridge projects across the country. Channel 1 News' Christopher Kevin Asima reports.
The bridge forms part of ongoing rehabilitation of the Sunyani Atroni Road being undertaken by Alex Bohm Company Limited. The project is about 33.38% complete. During an inspection, Roads and Highways Minister Kwame Governs Agboja expressed concerns over what he described as the previous practice of importing bridge components without completing the associated construction works.
There are many of these things dotted around the country, sadly, and we spend a lot of money. And It's sad that we were having situations where we spend money to import bridge components and just leave them. Or at best, we launch the bridge and forget about the approaches. And the approaches are not cheap either. And the same applies to the 50 check bridges, of which almost all of them have been launched. The majority of them cannot be used because the approaches have not been done. We are planning to use our own resources to complete them. The difficult one has been done already, at least on this stretch. They've done the difficult work already, so I don't expect them to be here till September. I don't know what you'll be doing here, unless you start doing one wheelbarrow a day. That is when you'll be here, but at this speed, end of the year, this section should be done by the end of the year.
The inspection team also visited the 17-kilometer Sunyani Outer Ring Road being undertaken by Kofi Job Company Limited. Other projects inspected include the rehabilitation of the Wenchi Nsoko Sampa Road by Joshab Company Limited and the 80-kilometer reconstruction of the Jinejine Sampa Road by Rango Constructions Company Limited. The minister assured residents that more deteriorating roads will be addressed under the second phase of the government's Big Push Road program.
When we say we are exporting more gold, the question will be, so where is the savings? Where is the money? This is the money. This is the fruit of an improving economy. Of course, government is not going to be able to improve the economy and share the money to us. What you need to do is to use the money for this. So as for Big Push, it's a fruit of an improving economy under President Mahama and the ministry led by Honorable Ato Forson. And we are all happy, and every region is getting their fair share of the first phase of the Big Push. It is not merely building road. It's to make sure that the farmers, the cashew farmers on this corridor would have better prices, be able to evacuate their cashew to the farm, sell, bring the money and develop their children's school fees, build houses, and many things. This is how we build a country.
From the Roads Minister Store of the Bono region, I am Christopher Kevin Asima, reporting from Sampa.
Government says temporary measures are keeping the power system stable after damage to the control center at Akosombo. Energy Minister Dr. John Abdullahi Janapo says engineers have improvised a system that has prevented a possible 6-month shutdown, although occasional outages may still occur.
At the commissioning of a new headquarters for PURC, Energy Minister John Jinapo said engineers worked around the clock to restore power transmission from Akosombo after the control center was damaged. He appealed to Ghanaians to bear with temporary outages, assuring that Gridco is working to restore supply as quickly as possible whenever disruptions occur.
So engineers working around the clock have improvised a system to supply power from Akosombo. And for some months now, it has largely held. But because it's a temporal measure, occasionally when there is some frequency disturbance, it takes off Akosombo immediately to protect the system. The work that is being done to build the center or the control room is expected to be completed just next month.
The Energy Minister also highlighted reforms in the power sector, including the clearance of about $1.47 billion in legacy debt.
Before we came to office, just about $6 billion was declared monthly into the cash waterfall. IPPs were receiving just about 42%. Because of the work we did together and the policy reforms that we implemented, today we declare close to about 15 billion every month into the cash waterfall mechanism.
PURC Executive Secretary Dr. Shafiq Suleimana said the new headquarters will improve operational efficiency and provide a more conducive environment for the Commission's work.
Over the last 3 decades, PURC has grown from an institution primarily associated with tariff reviews into one that shapes the financial and operational landscape of Ghana's electricity, water and natural gas transmission sectors. This new building complex has therefore been purposefully designed to support the evolution of utility regulation.
To speak more on the national power outage, which was recorded earlier this dawn, we have been joined on Zoom by the Executive Director of the Africa Sustainable Energy Center, Justice Ohene Akoto. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Ohene Akoto.
Yes, good evening to you and good evening to your cherished viewers as well. And thanks for having me.
Right, let's get straight into it. What is your assessment of this latest power outage, especially coming so soon after that national blackout we experienced about a month ago?
Yes, so I listened to what the minister spoke about. That has to do with the reason for this blackout. I mean, he mentioned something that has to do with frequency. I mean, it's something that we've been expecting. And one thing that he mentioned, most importantly, has to do with the automatic tripping. So we think Gridco is not telling us something. We think Gridco should be more transparent on exactly what some of these things are happening. Let me take it back from the recent total collapse that we had. I came out saying it should be it's likely an issue of frequency. I mean, of a frequency that was out of range, that we had a total failure. Gridco came out and then said it's a result of lightning. I mean, which I have my reservations for it. I believe Gridco was not telling us something. Now, this issue, the minister came out and said frequency, which I agree with him. So, I mean, and these are issues we have seen a number of times. We have frequency issues where we've taken a number of loads from the system. The question we asking Gridco is, what are the lessons learned? Over the years, we've seen total blackouts as a result of frequencies. What are the lessons learned? What did we learn? Most of the time, we are reactional, but we are telling Gridco to be more preventative so that we take preventative measures rather than sitting down and then being reactional. And even if the issue happens, what is the quick rollback plan? How sustainable are we making our power? I mean, yes, our power line. So these are some of the questions we're asking from Gridco. We have to be preventative. They should bring us the lessons learned, and they should give us a roadmap. I said it clearly during the previous one that we need a roadmap, like a roadmap from Gridco, that in the future, if we are going to have a lot of these fluctuations or some of these issues, what are going to be the roadmap plan so that we don't have hours in restoring power outages. It's a no-no. Restoring should take minutes, it should take seconds. When the power goes off, it's not just power going off. There's an economic implication of it. We've already warned that Ghana could lose over 2 billion Ghana cedi if we continue within this space. So yeah, this is our take on that.
Does this latest incident suggest that the national power system is becoming increasingly unstable?
Yeah, so I mean, most of the time when some of this, we believe it's actually inefficiencies in the system that we need to have a look at. Most of the time we blame everything on financial. I mean, whether we don't have money, that becomes the song that we sing. But we believe the engineers need to be innovative. I mean, the resources that we have, we can do something with it. So we have to be innovative and people have to be put on their toes. The maintenance plan, we have to go holistically according to it. We need to have a preventative measure. We need to have a rollback plan. So I see this as a more of a technical issue that can be resolved if the Gridco needs support. The Africa Sustainable Energy Center is ready to help them. An example is the fire. I mean, the substation that caught fire. That should have been something that should have never happened. And I seen the minister saying we are going to build an ultra-modern control center. If the underlying issue were not resolved, we are going to burn the control center as well. So Gridco has to sit up technically to resolve some of these issues. They need to come out and give us what was the issue. I don't believe lightning was what solved the other one. If they came out to give us a comprehensive root cause analysis and a comprehensive roadmap, we would have holding them accountable with this one. So with this one, they should give us the troubleshooting analysis, what is happening, and lessons learned and roadmap, so that in the future, if it happens, what are the rollback plan? And if they need support, we can work with them. So that power outages in this 2026 shouldn't be something that we should be talking about.
Justice Ohene Akoto, always a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for.
You're still watching the Channel One Newsroom on Channel One TV. Still to come. Bank of Ghana rejects lower inflation target push. We have those details for you shortly. To stay.
This is the old way. Let me show you a new and a better way. EduPark. EduPark? Yes, EduPark. A GS-approved and supported initiative for all first-year students going to SHS by Prospectus Ghana Limited. Now you don't need to go to the market. All your trunks, mattresses, pillows, including plastic chalkboards, are all waiting for your child at the school. Note: all our wooden chalk boxes are being changed to plastic ones to avoid bedbugs.
You can also register by dialing *713*821# following the prompts, or you can visit www.eduparkgh.com and tap register. You can also register at any ADB branch near you at a very affordable price. EduPark, approved and supported by GES.
G-Money, G-Money. G-Money. Feels good. Feels good. I woke up this morning feeling brand new. Got a fresh perspective and a better view. Moving with the rhythm of the things I do. Keeping what I have and adding something new. A second wallet on the same number. One step forward, never looking back. New possibilities sitting in my lap. No stress, no pressure, smooth like that. Everything aligned and I'm loving that. Life's too short for a one-way ride. Sometimes a little more feels right. A little more freedom by my side. A little more reason to enjoy the day. Why choose one when you can have two? Why stay still when another door opens up and takes you through? That's why I'm feeling like
it feels good with two. Use G-Money, an affordable and secure second wallet on the same number. Download G-Money app or visit an agent to sign up and dial *488# to get more.
G-Money, G-Money. Give yourself more.
The best part of going home is family.
Sit up! Hey, mommy, my wife is cooking something delicious. We're here.
Lizzy hot pepper sauce, spicy. Bona yede, Lizzy oh Lizzy. Lizzy
the Shito is Shitole. Lizzy Shito over
Lizzy Shito. Please, can I take some to school tomorrow?
Yes, my son, you can. Lizzy Shito dear. Ebesu obiasu.
Lizzy Shito hot pepper sauce. Yes, spicy and
Lizzy Shito hot pepper sauce. Spicy.
For bulk purchase, kindly contact 050-168-3344 or 050-155-0998. This advert is FDA approved.
North Shore Apparel. Northern Ghana is making history. The Ghana Exim Bank and North Shore Apparel Ghana Limited proudly invite you to the official opening of Phase 1 of the North Shore Apparel Hub, a wholly Ghanaian-owned apparel manufacturing enterprise under the 24-hour economy initiative. Funded by the Ghana Exim Bank and partners, this landmark project will create 3,000 jobs at commissioning and up to 10,000 jobs at full operation. His Excellency, the President, John Dramani Mahama, will officially commission the facility, joined by the Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosuejare, and the Chief Executive of the Ghana Exim Bank, Sylvester Adinam Mensah. Date, Friday 28 August 2026. Time, 12 noon. Venue, North Shore Apparel Hub, Sabalugu, near Tamale in the Northern Region. Join us as we celebrate Ghanaian enterprise, job creation, and a bold step towards industrial transformation.
Your health is in your hands, but at some point,
it passes on to us. At Mintuba Hospital and Coloproctology Center, we believe that quality healthcare isn't a privilege, it's a right. Equipped with cutting-edge technology, we are fully prepared to effectively deal with all colorectal and proctological conditions. Our team of highly skilled doctors, surgeons, and nurses are renowned for their expertise in minimally invasive and painless laser, ligature, and lungoproctological surgery. We are committed to providing a wide range of services to meet the diverse needs of our patients. Mintuba Hospital, your health is our priority. Visit Mintuba Hospital today or call us at 0244 581 541 or 0271 054 204. Mintuba Hospital, in to serve a peculiar health need. You're welcome back. Up next is Channel 1 Business with Nee Latte Latte.
Channel 1 Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
Hello, my name is Pamela from Customer Service. Please revalidate your account by texting your Ghana card number to 0500,000 247.
Hey, Abili, wabadim.
Madam, give me the numbers behind your ATM card. I'm calling from the head office.
An email was delivered across to our customers this morning.
Confirm if this is your bank account. 100,100,100.
Thanks for sending your bank card details.
Send the OTP now to avoid cancellation.
EcoBank will never call, email, send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Don't get played. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hello, please, I'm calling from Customer Experience Center.
30 years ago, MTN arrived in Ghana and everything changed. It's time to celebrate you big time. The MTN at 30 promo is here. Win one of 9 Toyota Land Cruiser Prados and your share of over 10 million Ghana cedis in rewards. Let's be your connection plug in your everyday hustle. Make video calls, browse the internet for business with family and friends. Make that money move and stay ahead. Because every move counts. Ghana, let's celebrate 30 years with the MTN at 30 promo. Connect, use, build points, and win big. Dial *530# or visit my MTN app for more. T's and T's apply.
What's happening in business, Nee?
Well, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, I almost said government. The governor of the Bank of Ghana has a response to, proposals for the lowering of the inflation target band of the country.
Give us the details.
Right. And Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, has ruled out any immediate move to lower Ghana's inflation target of 8% plus or minus 2, despite gains recorded in macroeconomic stability. My colleague Emmanuel Opon has more in the following report.
Ghana's inflation rate has declined sharply and is currently hovering around 4.6%. But speaking at the 2026 CEOs Connect, organized by the Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce, Dr. Johnson Isiama said the central bank is not ready to adjust the target as risks remain.
I was in a meeting with some investors the other day, and they were asking, why don't we lower our inflation band? The 8 plus and minus 2, they believe we can still do better. So why don't we bring it down to probably from 4 2006. And I said, well, Iran is still around the corner. The crisis in Iran, it may be too early for me to put that rope around my neck. But we envisage that stable low inflation will continue into the medium term.
The Canadian High Commissioner to Ghana also stressed the need for Ghana to strengthen its position as a regional economic hub.
Africa does not need to think small. Ghana does not need to think small. And the partnership between Canada and Ghana should not think small. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Ghana's future as a regional economic hub will depend in part on its abilities to help its businesses finance growth beyond its borders.
For her part, the president of the Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce, Linda Vasnani, said businesses must build confidence and credibility to attract investment.
In today's world, when we talk about financing, we need to consider three critical areas: vision, credibility, and partnerships. Money follows confidence in leadership, governance, and execution. And this is why businesses that attract investment tomorrow are investing in themselves today. And how do they do this? By strengthening their governance structures, by building resilient teams, by adopting technology, and preparing for global markets through partnerships.
The National Information Technology Agency, NITA, has disclosed that more than 8,000 fiber cuts have been recorded across the country this year, disrupting telecommunications and internet services and also raising concerns over the resilience of Ghana's digital infrastructure. NITA is now pushing for tougher penalties and stricter enforcement of the Dig Once policy to reduce the frequency of fiber damage. More in the following report by City Business News' Daniel Sakiti.
The frequent fiber cuts pose a risk to the reliability of Ghana's digital infrastructure, with disruptions potentially affecting internet connectivity, mobile services, and businesses that depend on digital platforms. NITA says stronger enforcement of penalties for activities that damage fiber infrastructure, alongside compliance with the Dig Once policy, is needed to prevent repeated disruptions and reduce the cost of repairing damaged networks. Board Chair of NITA, Estelle Akufio-Sowa, speaking to the media on the sidelines of the National ICT Week, said enforcing these measures will help protect critical digital infrastructure and improve the reliability of communication services.
We've focused over the last few days on critical things like the infrastructure, which is the very foundation. So that's the fiber networks, the data centers. And of course, we're reminded of the fragility of our environment as well. I mean, there's over 8,000 fiber cuts so far this year. And that drives up costs because fixing and maintaining those networks is very costly. And we hear, of course, citizens and, users of the internet asking for the costs of data to even come down further. I understand that the road contractors are under pressure as well to work fast, and they have to do a lot of work overnight and so on. But I think the enforcement of penalties when they don't stick to the plan, and don't communicate as was agreed, is what needs to be a reality and not just a threat.
The Ghana Union of Traders Association is pressing government to put in place measures to ensure Ghanaian businesses can take advantage of China's zero-tariff policy. President of GUTA, Clement Boateng, says businesses continue to face challenges, including limited access to long-term financing and high utility tariffs. He was speaking to the media on the sidelines of a high-level Ghana-China zero-tariff policy roundtable.
So the onus lie on us, to be able to position ourselves. And by positioning ourselves, I am urging, government, to come to the aid of this, manufacturers, so that they will be able, to take advantage of this, zero tariff policy that is being offered by the Chinese government, so that we can, go into areas that we think we are competitive, where we can even get raw materials locally.
Let's bring you an update on crude oil prices and how the local currency is performing on the interbank market. And that's all for business. I am Ni Lati. Back to you, Enosafo.
Thank you very much, Ni. Let's do some more stories. The Ghana Mine Workers Union of the TUC is demanding the immediate release of more than 380 million cedis in locked-up funds belonging to over 19,000 mine workers. According to the union, the funds were held in financial institutions that collapsed during the Bank of Ghana's 2019 financial sector cleanup. The following report has more.
The concerns raised by the Ghana Mining Workers Union of the Trades Union Congress were acknowledged as valid by the three government institutions it visited during its protest. The institutions include the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, the Ministry of Finance, and the Bank of Ghana. The union, however, says repeated appeals for the release of more than 380 million Ghana cedis in locked-up investments have yielded no results, prompting the protest. The union's first stop was the Bank of Ghana, where General Secretary Abdulmumin Bana presented a petition and urged the central bank to act swiftly to preserve industrial harmony.
We are demanding the governor of the Bank of Ghana owes us a responsibility to protect us. Exactly so. Unfortunately, they have failed. Yes. And so we are demanding that all our locked-up funds in excess of 350 million Ghana cedis, we are demanding every penny from the Bank of Ghana.
Receiving the petition, the head of legal at the Bank of Ghana assured the union that its concerns would be addressed as soon as possible.
The Bank of Ghana remains committed to the financial stability, consumer protection, and public confidence. We assure you that your concerns raised will be given the due consideration.
At the Ministry of Finance, Deputy Minister appealed for calm and assured the union that government was working to resolve their issues. The final stop was the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, where the union petitioned government to scrap its proposed contract mining policy.
The Ghana Mine Workers Union and over 14,000 of our members are totally opposed to this contract mining directive. Again, with the greatest of respect, we are opposed to it. Accordingly, we are directing our members, beginning 1st of September, this a minute start, we will put on red armbands and we will show our revulsion to the company and by extension the government.
Responding to the petition, Sector Minister Emmanuel Amakufibua said the policy is intended to benefit workers and pledged to give the union's concerns due consideration.
At the core of our local content policies is the interest of workers and work protections and job security of workers. We just had that. So the local content policy of government at the core of this was to empower you, not to weaken you. And clearly, of what you have said, there are serious concerns you raise. We will study your petition and we will quickly get back to you.
The first 700 housing units at the Saglemi Affordable Housing Project are expected to be completed and commissioned by March 2027, with 1,500 units targeted for completion by the end of 2027. President Mahama made the announcement during a tour of the Saglemi Housing Project as work continues to complete the residential community.
You can see the beautiful montage behind me. This is how it's going to look when you come back at the end of next year. As the developer said, 700 units by March next year will be able to commission, and another 1,000, actually total of 1,500 by end of next year, by December next year. This was a vision that was started by Professor Atta Mills, and I came and continued it. Unfortunately, when government changed hands, there were some issues, legal issues, and the new government said they wanted to investigate. And so, in the meantime, the project stalled.
Residents of Kojobone in the Pandai district of the Northern region are celebrating improved access to potable water following the provision of a mechanized borehole by the district assembly. The intervention forms part of efforts by the Pandai district assembly to address water challenges in communities most affected. Channel 1 News' Northern regional correspondent Mohammed Aminu Alabira reports.
The provision of the mechanized borehole has brought relief and excitement to residents who say a major burden has finally been lifted. Kojobone is one of the communities that has benefited from the initiative. Some residents spoke to Channel 1 News about the impact of the intervention.
I think the borehole the DC has drilled for the community is going to impact the people massively, because previously during dry season, our mothers and sisters find it difficult to get water to do their house duties. How to get water to cook is a problem. You have to walk about more kilometers, about 3 kilometers before you can get to the stream to fetch water. Now that the DC have heard our plea and give us this project to save us source of water to us and source of distress, so that we will not more stress ourselves much to go to the far away, so that we can enjoy the water close to us.
The district chief executive for Pandai, Honorable Haruna Abdul Karim.
Maintenance of the borehole is very paramount. And when I met the Nana and then the Odi crew, both, I told them that today we are handing over the borehole to them. It is no more the property of the assembly, neither it is the property of the government. For that matter, the communities will take charge of the maintenance.
The contractor says quality work has been delivered and assures residents that with proper maintenance, the facility could save the community for more than 50 years.
The quality of work, in fact, I can assure the entire community that all the necessary engineering has been put in place, and that the quality of work is done top notch.
You're still watching the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 TV. Still to come. Sports Minister urges football administrators to work towards improving standards of Ghana football. We have those details coming up shortly. Do stay.
From the grandest stage, the badges change, but the passion remains. It's a special goal! Cometh the hour, cometh the man!
This football is from the heavens.
What a story this is!
10 months of drama lie ahead. The stage is set.
The biggest stars from the world's biggest leagues on Supersport. It's on DSTV.
Are you planning to relocate from your company
company office or house, whether across cities to another town or halfway around the country? You want a moving company you can depend on to get you there? Let me introduce you to Logistics Movers. We are here to help you every step of the way, from planning the move to unpacking the last box and settling into your office or home. We have the expertise, experience, and market understanding and offer fast, reliable, and professional transportation services in Ghana. Our main thrust is to successfully move your business, household items safely, on time, and hassle-free. You can call us on 0246 833 539 or 0244 342 465. You can also send us an email to info@logisticsmovers.com or check our website www.logisticsmovers.com. Why expose your company or household items to theft or damages when you are relocating if it's avoidable? Logistics Movers, we help you relocate.
Your health is in your hands, but at some point, it passes on to us. At Mintuba Hospital and Coloproctology Center, we believe that quality healthcare isn't a privilege, it's a right. Equipped with cutting-edge technology, we are fully prepared to effectively deal with all colorectal and proctological conditions. Our team of highly skilled doctors, surgeons, and nurses are renowned for their expertise in minimally invasive and painless laser, ligature, and longoproctological surgery. We are committed to providing a wide range of services to meet the diverse needs of our patients. Mintuba Hospital, your health is our priority. Visit Mintuba Hospital today or call us at 0244 581 541 or 0271 054 204. Mintuba Hospital, in to serve a peculiar health need.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Asamo.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Femi Kakalika, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Femi once now.
Hey, is that you?
Improve.
Yeah.
Captain Mosquito, double the action. Me did this sasso spray. Mr. Femi sasso quell. Yeah, go to my sasso.
Tum preko.
As the sun rises over the city of Accra, its warm glow settles on one of the city's most thoughtfully planned communities, Lakeside Estate, and once again, something exceptional is unfolding. After the successful sale of our 4-bedroom Orca at Lakeside Hills, a new masterpiece is about to make its debut. An exquisite 4-bedroom story Orca home overlooking a breathtaking landscape of the Abri Mountains. This remarkable home now features a total floor area of 330 square meters, set on a generous 7,140 square foot plot. Step inside and you're welcomed by a spacious foyer leading to an open living and dining area, paired with a modern fitted kitchen with a stylish island crafted for the ultimate cooking experience. On the first floor, family living takes center stage. Spend quality time together and enjoy the convenience of a newly added infinite kitchenette, perfect for warming up your coffee or tea. For our esteemed homeowners who value privacy and productivity, a dedicated study area has been beautifully integrated into the design. This new home is a testament to trust, craftsmanship, and modern living. A space where elegance, comfort, and style come together effortlessly. Book your spot today by calling our sales expert on 020-477-5040 or 020-477-5042. Lakeside Estate, quality homes for all.
You're welcome back. Up next is Channel 1 Sports with Bernard Abekuatri. What's happening in sports?
We went for the 32nd Congress at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence. There's more.
Give us the details.
Let's get into it, shall we now? The Sports and Recreation Minister, Kofi Adams, has called for the effective implementation of policies and decisions aimed at improving the standards of Ghana football. The minister made a call at Thursday's 32nd Ordinary Congress of the Ghana Football Association held at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence in Pram, where several key issues concerning the development and administration of the game were discussed by congressmen. My colleague Gabi Ofer was present and put together this.
The annual statutory meeting required under the Article 31 of the GFA statute is held once every football season, usually ahead of the start of the new campaign. It provided an opportunity for the GFA and its stakeholders to reflect on the previous season, make key governance decisions, review competitions, discuss development programs, and also consider the association's financial and strategic direction. Among the issues discussed here at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence was Ghana's participation also at the just ended FIFA World Cup, where the Black Stars exited in the round of 32 stage. Now, Sports Minister Kofi Adams addressed the press after the first session, calling for the effective implementation of the new policies and decisions reached at the Congress.
After today, we should begin to see a higher level of implementation. Truth be told, reviewing documents that have been developed, you will see that everything that we need to develop our football has been identified. Right from the grassroots, things we have been talking about, things you, the media, have been talking about. You have it, you will see it on paper, that is there. But we need to be deliberate and start from somewhere.
Now, with the September qualifiers for the 2027 AFCON also approaching, attention also turned to the Black Stars' coaching situation. Now, Executive Council member of the Ghana Football Association, Gideon Fosu, provided updates on the matter.
What I can say on authority is that we are definitely going to have a coach who is in charge of the team. We are still talking. We're still negotiating. I am sure that at the right time, the president of the FA would announce who the next coach of the Black Stars would be.
Okay. On the domestic front, Aduana FC CEO Collins Atapoku re-echoed the Ghana Football Association president's position that incidents of hooliganism have significantly reduced following the security measures implemented at match venues.
When you move from someone dying at the stadium to completing the season without much skirmish, there were some. I was involved in some anyway. So I agree with him. It has dropped.
With the new Ghana Premier League season set to kick off on September 4, the 32nd Ordinary Congress has now been done and dusted here at the E.T. Mensah Hall. Clubs will now be hoping that the decisions and policies agreed upon Congress will be effectively implemented to ensure a successful and improved new season. Reporting from the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence for Channel 1 Sports, I am Gabi Ofer.
Well, away from there, let's head to Liverpool because their captain, as Liverpool's captain, Virgil van Dijk, has hinted that the club could still make more signings before the transfer window closes. The Reds have already strengthened their squad with centre-back Jeremy Jacquet and Ronald Araujo, as well as winger Victor Muniz. Van Dijk says Liverpool need a squad capable of competing, whilst admitting the final weeks of the transfer window could bring further changes.
Listen, we need everyone. We need everyone to be fit. We need a squad that's able to compete at all 4 fronts, and yeah, that's the only way in order to be trying to be successful. And, let's see what the last couple of weeks of the transfer window will bring, and then we're gonna go for it.
Well, that's the very latest from the world of sport, and I am Bernard Abeku. That's your sports.
Thank you very much, Abeku. That's how we end today's bulletin. Do visit our website, channel1newsonline.com, for information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to Channel 1 TV on YouTube for more exclusive video content. Download the Channel 1 News app on the Google Play Store. I am Eno Safo. Many thanks for watching.